What's up, family? What's up, family? That was my son, y'all. He's a junior. He's 5. All right. What's up, family? It is none other than your boy Jay Giddens, the athlete. As usual, remember to be positive, be optimistic, and keep positive people in your circle, as those 3 things are key to ensuring positivity is invited in your future. This is my first live, guys. I just hit 50 subscribers, so I'm able to go live. The title of this video is Muscular Hypertrophy. Okay. For those who don't know, I do 1,000 push-ups per day. That's right. I do 1,000 push-ups per day. I started my journey as of August 8th of 2024. And today is October 21st. Okay, I'm on day 75 of me doing 1,000 push-ups every single day. Diamond push-ups, by the way. 1,000 diamond push-ups, okay? Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about muscular hypertrophy, okay? Now, when you're referring to, I would recommend, I'm going to show you guys. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to look up some information and show it to you in just a moment, okay? But in the meantime, and in between time, let me just get you guys up to date with what we're going to be talking about. So when you talk about muscular hypertrophy, you're talking about the body's ability to recover and create new muscle, tissue, tendons, all those kind of things, right? Muscular hypertrophy requires nutrients, okay? So anytime that you are working out, have you ever played basketball or went and played a sport for hours or worked out really hard, and then the next day you're weak, you're having trouble moving, your legs, you know what I'm saying? Your legs weak, leg day, right? You're walking like they walking like it, right? That is a symptom of muscular hypertrophy, okay? There are a few key ingredients that are necessary for muscular hypertrophy to work appropriately. Now, what I would like to do is give you sort of an analogy or a metaphor, a small anecdote to how muscular hypertrophy works, right? So you can get an idea before we go into things, right? So imagine, when your body is performing muscular hypertrophy and healing, it needs to have nutrients, right? Those nutrients need to be delivered to the muscle, right? To whatever muscle, right? Clearly, I know a little bit about it, huh? There needs to be nutrients delivered to the muscle, right? It does this using oxygen, right? So there's specific nutrients that are involved in the muscular hypertrophy process. Now, imagine if you were hungry, right? And imagine you want some pizza, right? Don't eat pizza, by the way. Pizza has cheese, and cheese is extremely bad for you. That's milk, right? We don't want to eat milk, right? Because kangaroo milk is for kangaroos, cat milk is for cats, dog milk is for dogs, cow milk is for... There we go. See? Very easy, right? Because milk contains something called genetic coding. I'm not going to get into that though. So for now, what I want you to focus on is the fact that if you wanted something to eat and it was at the store, right? I want you to imagine that the food that you want to eat is protein, right? In the big scheme of getting nutrients to your muscles, the food that you want to eat in this anecdote I'm giving you. Hey, what's up, family? I appreciate everybody for coming into the live. The food that you're eating, that you're going to get is, you're throwing me off with the comments. Hold on. The food that you're going to get from the store is the protein, right? And all of the things that you need, because you need protein, you need iron, you need, there's a couple different things. You need magnesium, and they have different functions. And we're actually going to go over that in just a minute. For the people who are just coming in, this is not just me sitting here talking. I'm going to actually provide you with evidence of what I'm saying, because I am highly insightful as it relates to health. I did a 4-hour lecture on food and health, and I would highly recommend that you guys take a look at it. Anatomy, quantum physics, biochemistry, I study all of that. But we're not going to get into that right now. Right now, I just want to let you know that if you wanted pizza from the store, right? So the pizza from the store would be all of the nutrients that your body needs. Your car, right, is going to be one of those nutrients, just like the pizza is going to be a nutrient, right? So imagine, let's get, now that you have that, right? Now that you have that in your mind, let's dig into it, right? Let's dig into it. Let me respond to some of these comments real quick, because I want you guys to know that I'm here. I'm not going to not respond. I'm not like one of the, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. So we got, We Crazy and a Baby said, milk is delicious. So is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay. Okay. I guess you wanted to say that. All right. Amy Tungate said, can you give me a shout? Oh, shout out to Amy Tungate. I send you positive vibes, Amy. I appreciate you for following me. It means more to me than you know, to be honest with you. I really am motivated by you guys following me when I'm doing these 1,000 push-ups. I was doing them far before I even got on this YouTube because I've been doing 1,000 push-ups a day for 75 days. So it's not just because of this, but I appreciate it. You say, hey King, let me get a free psychic energy reading. I don't do like psychic energy readings. I'm not familiar with that. I don't do psychic energy readings. You said, but you can't tell me that cinnamon toast crunch is amazing. Oh hell yeah, bro! Cinnamon toast crunch tastes so good. Are you serious? Majority of the things that kill you taste good. Majority of the things that kill you, you know what I'm saying, are the best things ever, right? You know what I'm saying? Strip clubs, amazing places, right? But you go in there and you come out, might have diseases, less money, depression, like, you know what I mean? All the things that are good for you. I mean, all the things that are like super excellent and taste good and feel good, and all those things are very detrimental to you. This is why accountability and maturity and integrity is highly important in order for you to be a sustainable, you know what I mean? So let's get back into it though, because I'm not sure if you're trying to throw me off or anything. You said I'm not eating my car. I'm not eating my car. Oh my goodness. I don't know why would you want to write something like that? I'm not eating my car. What about whiskey? Does that have vitamin D? Bro, I would actually literally feel like I would feel like insulted by myself for coming up with those types of comments. Like to actually sit there and write out, what about whiskey? Does that have vitamin D? Like that would actually make me feel less intelligent saying that. That's crazy. But you know, people are out there, man. These people are weird. All right, but let's get into it. So look, we're gonna type in, if you guys have your phones, if you have your phones or you have the internet in front of you, right? You can follow me if you would like, so that you can do the same, right? So we're gonna type in muscular hypertrophy. I want you guys to see this, okay? I did a lecture on this. I already know about this, but muscular hypertrophy. All right. So when we type in muscular hypertrophy, let's read what they say it is. All right, because you guys want to be aware of this, okay? Now look, what does it say? Oh, my apologies, I zoomed in too much. Okay. Muscular hypertrophy, also known as muscle building, is the process of increasing muscle size and mass. It occurs when the size of the cells that make up muscle increase, right? Here are some things to know about muscle hypertrophy, right? So you can read this, right? But I'm not going to go into all of that right now. You can study that yourself. What I want to go into is what specific nutrients, right? So here's what we're going to type in. Let me put this on my knee here so I can type while this is up, okay? All right, so we're going to type in what nutrients. Look, let me show you what I'm typing in. You want to know how to find stuff, okay? What nutrients are involved in muscular hypertrophy, okay? So let's figure this out. What nutrients are involved, right? So what do we have here, okay? Protein, right? Now, protein, contrary to what everybody thinks, is not just meat, right? Protein actually just means genetic coding delivered through cells, right? So anytime you have genetic coding being delivered when you're eating something, that's protein. You can look that up. You know what I mean? I've done lectures on it. I could explain it deeper if somebody wants me to, but let's just focus on that. So protein comes from pretty much anything that you eat that gives your body genetic coding and instruction to what is in terms of what to do, which is why it's pretty silly to let your body be instructed on what to do by a cow, right? Because if you eat milk, right, it's giving you the genetic instructions and coding of a cow. So it's telling you to grow hooves. It's telling you, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. That's why you end up with a bunch of extra shit in your blood and you get sick. That's toxins. The toxins are the genetic coding. See, let me not get into that. All right, let's keep going. All right, so look, you have carbohydrates, right, which is basically carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen, right? Anytime you have something that has what we call CHO, right, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, that's a carbohydrate, right? You have magnesium, right? You have vitamin D. I'm not going to get into vitamin D, which is just it's a combination of the word vitality and the word mineral, and they just these are typically unnatural. I'm not going to go into that though. Then we have iron. Now this is the one I wanted to focus on right here, right? Because this is highly important. This is highly important for more than just muscular hypertrophy, actually, right? So what does it say for iron? Iron helps get oxygen from the lungs to the muscles, which is important for building up. It also helps proteins, hormones, and cells that make muscles stronger, right? So what I want you guys to realize is that iron essentially is the vehicle of muscular hypertrophy, right? If muscular hypertrophy was you being hungry and wanting something to eat, iron is the passageway to which you make that happen, right? So it's very important. It's arguably one of the most important things, because let's say you got $100 and you're really hungry, right? And you want to order a bunch of food. So you call in an order, you order 10 pizzas. So you got a bunch of food, right? So you got a bunch of food that you put in you ate it, right? Now that food has to get to your muscles. Just like if you called in an order, now all that pizza has to get to your house. Now what iron is the car you have outside to go drive and go get the pizza, right? Now if your car is this big, you're only going to be able to fit maybe 1 or 2 boxes of pizza in there. So you're not going to really eat anyway. So even though you called in 10 boxes of pizza, your car, iron, is only capable of delivering back 3 of those 10 boxes of pizza or 30 of those 100 boxes of pizza that you ordered. So it's highly important that you realize the actual function that each of these nutrients have in the muscular hypertrophy process, okay? Jade,
Yeah.
why are you up here?
I'm up here. They came up here.
My apologies, family. So my daughter knows that I don't want her up here, and she knows that I don't want her in front of the camera while she doesn't have a shirt on, okay? And she's up here doing it anyway. That's highly, so we can step into another side of me while we're here. So I'm Jay Giddens, the athlete. I'm also Jay Giddens, the gamer. Jay Giddens, the artist. Jay Giddens, the father. Okay, Jay, get out and I'll approach you. I'm gonna have a talk with you after I'm done. Okay, Jay Giddens, the father. Okay. Now, one thing that I highly recommend for my parents out there: make sure that you're very transparent with your children. Make sure that you're very clear and firm with your children, because children will take advantage of you. It's not because they're mean or they're bullies or anything. They don't have an understanding of integrity yet. They don't have an understanding of these things. Goddess, could you make sure that they're down there so I can complete the live for me, please? But yeah, my apologies. But yeah, so what you want to do when it comes to children, you want to make sure that your children completely understand what your perspective is and what your obligation is as a parent. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a parent, you're obligated to protect them and to care for them, right? So that means that there's certain things that you're going to have to do in order to do that. Make them aware of that and make them aware of what your responsibility is so they can help you, and ask them for their help. You know, ask your child, tell them like, hey man, I have to keep you safe. Can you help me? And ask them what things you could do to be a better parent, okay? But going past that, so again, what we were talking about is the muscular hypertrophy process and the fact that it requires, you said, who do you vote for before you even start to lecture us? I've been live for 13 minutes lecturing, so I mean, you kind of late to say. He said, who do you vote for before you start lecturing us? 15 minutes into my lecture. But yeah, so I'm not talking about voting. I don't do voting. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in voting. You know, but I'm not going to talk about that. That's not what this is about. So if you could try to focus and stay on topic, we're talking about muscular hypertrophy, not voting. But it's okay that you decided to digress. But at the end of the day, when it comes to muscular hypertrophy, you want to make sure that you are aware of all of the specific functionalities of these things. And let me turn them back. Let me turn them back to you so you can see, right? So you want to be aware of protein and what it does. So you're going to need to study these. I would recommend that you study these separately, figure out where they come from, right? And then put them in your body as you're working out. All right, so you want to make sure that you have iron. You definitely want to make sure that you have iron, because if you got low iron, oxygen is not going to flow through your body properly. It's never going to make it to your muscles. So it doesn't matter how much working out you do. You know what I mean? You could do 1,000 push-ups. That's like ordering 1,000 pizzas and you got a small Toyota Matrix, you know, a half of a Toyota Matrix, and you ordered 100 pizzas. You know, you're going to pull up in that little small car and nobody's going to fit that pizza in there. You know what I mean? So you're doing it for no reason. So you know, keep all those things in mind, guys. Like I said, the purpose of this video was just to I was just looking over muscular hypertrophy. I was actually just looking at hypertrophy itself and trophization in general as it relates to plants, because plants actually perform something called plants use hypertrophy. You know, and I study botanical items as well. So in what they call paleobotany, right, which is the history of ancient plants. So all of those things are necessary to study so that you can know what you're talking about. So when you get like fools who jump in the live, like these fools who jump in the live and start saying silly stuff like, I love to drink milk. Milk is good. You can explain to them and break down the reason they shouldn't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, look, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. You guys remember to be positive, be optimistic, and keep positive people in your circle, as those three things are key to ensuring positivity is invited into your future. Till next time, family. The end of my first live. Oh my goodness.